I got a question for you guys out there. What do you do with your old microwaves when they're no good anymore? You know they have a lot of uses. You probably noticed that some of the leaves are gone here. I leaf blowed, but you know, I got a Echo gas leaf blower I bought a couple years ago at Home Depot. It works pretty good, but when the piles get real big, like this, you know, you're spending a lot of time swishing them back and forth. Well, my push mower, which I used to call a vibrating mower, but it's not too vibrating right now because I replaced the blade there a while back. But anyways, I chop them up. And this is what I do. But I got something that I've been thinking about building for a while. I'm going to show you what I did to the mower so to make the job easier for me. Of course, the leaf blower is great, but you're spending hours out here. It's good for doing the deck and everything, but you're spending hours out here trying to get rid of the leaves, and there's millions of them still up there. No, this is not what I am talking about. That's the backdrop. That's the bottom of the backdrop. You've seen that before. This is what you do with old microwaves that are no good anymore. Now, it's going to be the old goat's leaf plow. And I'm going to put a bolt here, and I'm going to put a bolt here, and I'm going to have it so I can just unbolt it from the mower so I can store it. And I'll just throw this thing outside in the back of the shed. All I did is cut down. I'm not going to go into details on this thing like I do other projects. I just cut this down with those nice big tin snips I got at the yard sale. This has got to be probably 18 gauge. Now it's not really sturdy, and I'll probably put a brace from here to here and here to here, but all it's doing is pushing leaves anyways. And in order to beef this up, just put a piece of plywood here, because I push the mower right into the leaves, and it gets up on top of the engine, and you know, I have to keep cleaning it off. And this way I'm chopping the leaves, and I'm also plowing the leaves, and I plow them right over the bank. So as I'm going along with the mower, I'm plowing at the same time. Before I was plowing, but the mower was doing most of the plowing, and the leaves were going right over the top of the mower. Well, I'm going to finish this thing up, and then I'm going to, if I got time, I'll show you how the thing works. Alright, well, the Hillbilly rigger, that's for sure. Alright, I probably will need to brace these up, and that's not a problem, but there's only leaves, so I'm going to give it a dry run. Well, not a dry run, it's going to be an actual leaf thing. Now, this mower, of course, I had the chute blocked off, so it chops up the leaves. I checked the oil, but I had to put some gas in it. I ran out of gas, so I figured while I had to fill it anyways, I might as well go make this rig up. Now, it's a pain in the neck, but I got 2 3/8" carriage bolts in here. The round heads are on the inside, of course, and all you can do is just take a 1/2" wrench, take these off, the whole thing comes off. Plywood stays on it for support. We're going to give it a test, and this is not a project video. This is just something that, you know, give ideas maybe. It's one of my madness projects, I guess you can call it. Well, let's go chop some leaves. Plow and chop. A lot better than it was before. It used to go over the top of the engine before. Well, we're going to have to brace that side up. Because I was pushing against a big pile at the end. I could put a brace on that, but for now that'd be alright, because if I'm just doing stuff like this alright, it's when I come to the end and I push into that pile. And that metal is very thin and there's no real support. But I could put a couple of brackets on there, but the leaves would get caught in the brackets. That's the only problem with that. I'll give you an idea. That metal is way too thin. This right side keeps bending. The other one's pretty good. So, the idea is good, I think. But I don't have anything heavier than that. So, I'm going to have to put two braces in. One on the top, one on the bottom. One on the top and one on the bottom, across. That's the only way it can be done. But the problem is, putting one on the bottom, it's gonna, a lot of leaves aren't gonna get chopped up, they're gonna get plowed. But it's a lot easier to push this using this thing than trying to push a rake and stuff, you know. I'm gonna finish up here off camera, but I just wanted to make this hillbilly thing here, and obviously I'm going to have to come up with a better design, a better material, or whatever. I could make it out of wood, but I think it's still going to require braces, no matter how you get it. Unless it's a 1/4-inch piece of steel or something. Can't do that. Thank you for watching.
I'm going to have to open up a can of whoop ass on you now.